Hello, we are Reconnect. This is our team. I'm Aaron Jaffrey. There's Emily Bogue, Vivi Bernardi, Alex Pons, and Alan Rivera.
So ever since I lost both of my grandfathers, I feel like a big part of my life was missing. When my grandfathers died when I was 6, I had like a lot of questions. I later learned that he took his own life. And in 2021, I lost my other grandfather to Parkinson's, little over little, until there was nothing left. I just wish I could ask them questions because I really miss them. And that's why we created Reconnect.
Reconnect is an app that creates a personalized digital presence, allowing your loved ones to experience your advice and personality even when you're gone.
From here, we created these demos. When the customer opens the app, they will be presented with a survey. They fill out the survey with very detailed questions. Once they finish the questions, the data will be sent to create a unique digital presence. Then they will chat with the AI chatbot, which is the unique digital presence, and ask them questions as seen here. Throughout our 4 months, we've conducted 52 interviews. 25% were from people ages 12 to 18, 59 were people ages 30 to 55, and 16% were people ages 65 and up. Within the 59% and 16% margin, 25% had grandchildren, 67% had children, and 8% had children. These were the people we were aiming for, since they are the people who have children to preserve the memory the most.
So, what is our market? Our market is a digital afterlife market. This encompasses all online information after an individual's passing. This could be photos, videos, social media posts, or blogs. We have two types of consumers, primary consumers and secondary. Our primary consumers are ages 35 and up. These are people like moms and dads buying this product to sit down with their grandparents and to fill it out with them. These people will be our main people who are buying the product and will be filling out the survey. Our secondary consumers, 35 and below, these people are the children seeing this product through our marketing and having interest in it and sharing it with their grandparents. These will be the people who are talking to the chatbot. All of our customers are emotionally driven customers. These people are filled with grief who want a sense of closure, connection, or reconnection. Our market for digital afterlife is, our TAM is $3 billion. This is overall. Our SAM from this total market would be 25 million. We got this from shrinking down our size to only America, and with people 55 and above who have grandchildren and have a household income of 70K plus. Our market share from the digital afterlife will be 200K or 0.2% market share percentage. This will also be our first year revenue. And this is very promising. We have a 67% gross profit margin, and which means we keep majority of our money that we are making. And it's also promising that digital afterlife is predicted to be a $33 billion market by 2033. Our indirect competitor would be a journalist. You have a grandparent writing down in a journal. The drawbacks to this is that it may be not as reliable, it could be lost or destroyed, or the grandparent loses function to write. Our direct competitor is Hereafter. This is a recorded interview that creates a avatar of this person who wants to be reconnected with. And the drawback to that is that their AI is all pre-planned and is very stuck to a plan that won't be compatible with their a person chatting, which gives us the advantage because we strive for our AI to be very interactive and adaptive.
For our MVP, we are doing everything behind the scenes. We are working on our overall solution as it is quite literally the most vital part of Reconnect. We are doing this through Google Surveys and ChatGPT. Our customers will fill out the Google survey as if it were our survey on our app, and then we will take that data and put it into ChatGPT, and then the AI will replicate from those questions. Our goal from this is to have 100 responses from the Google survey with satisfactory reviews. Our survey is linked to our landing page here, where you can see the Leave a Legacy Now button. Let's take a look at our timeline. We have already launched our social media and released a survey on our landing page so that we can start to gather feedback. From there, we are in contact with the Garlands in Barrington so we can start retirement home demos and show them how it works and see how they feel about it. From there, we're gonna go into some survey changes, see what questions are bringing up what feelings, and seeing how they react to the overall survey. From there, we will go into app development so we can really bring this idea to life and show them what it's gonna look like. From there, we're gonna fine tune the AI to limit bugs and errors so that way the AI doesn't mess up, say the wrong thing. For the next 2 weeks, we're gonna collect even more feedback, make more improvements, and prepare for our final pitch.
So how will people learn about Reconnect? We have come up with 3 main marketing strategies we feel will be the most effective. The first 2 being Instagram and Facebook. Through these platforms, we can reach a target demographic of middle-aged adults and families. Facebook is the #1 platform for people ages 35 and older. So again, we can really hone in on this audience. And we feel video ads are the most effective, so we can create emotional content to really drive engagement. Our third marketing tactic will be demos at retirement homes. As of right now, we are in touch with the Garland's retirement home in Barrington and plan on doing demos there in the near future. This will be perfect because we can give our customers a hands-on experience to build connection and trust with them. Along with, while we were conducting interviews, one of the biggest concerns with our company was that older folks weren't completely sold on the idea of AI. So hopefully through these demos, we can get them feeling more comfortable with our service and help them better understand. For our channels, we will only be using direct channels, our app, and our website. This will allow us full control over our customers' experience, and there will be no third-party fees, so we can keep our costs low and our profits high. The one con to this is that we are responsible for driving traffic to our channels, but we feel with our marketing tactics, this will not be an issue. For our price, we will be charging $49.99 upfront. This will cover the AI configuration and setup. And then after that, it will be a $10 yearly maintenance fee, which will help secure data storage and handle the software updates. We found this through conducting interviews. Our potential customers said they had a high willingness to pay for our service, mostly because of our emotional value. The opportunity to be able to reconnect with a lost loved one is priceless.
So we were asking for $280. $180 will be used as to buy a survey software so that users can easily input their answers into the survey. The other $100 will be used for a 5-month subscription program to ChatGPT Premium so we can get the most detailed response using those answers.
That's Reconnect, where you keep the conversation going even after goodbye. Thank you.
I'd love if you could restate your vision for, I'm a little foggy on where the AI comes in and so, okay, I have a grandfather I wanna reconnect with. They're submitting responses to questions.
Yeah.
And then how am I reconnecting with them? Am I just
So-
reading those responses or?
So from there, we take those responses and we put it into a chat AI bot.
Yeah.
From there, that AI bot creates a persona based off those responses.
Oh,
And
okay.
then we create basically a persona of that person. We send that persona to that person who wants to chat, and then they talk from there.
Gotcha.
So if the person's already dead, that's not a customer. It has to be like, you're targeting parents, grandparents that say like, just in case something happens I want my kids or my descendants to be able to have a virtual conversation with the likeness of me.
Okay, yeah.
Kudos for going there, right? Like, this is super bold, and I know that this will be an enormous industry as far as like, even going as far as deep fakes and literally seeing that person. I think it's a matter of when are people ready? I think right now you're trying to convince a target market that is still uncomfortable with smartphones in a lot of ways and social media and all that. And so you might just get these kind of just mind blown kind of responses like, what? So I think that's a big hurdle. And then you have just, you know, the biggest players on the planet, like with all the data already. Already doing like on their way to this. So, you know, you're going up against like, you know, Google, Meta, right? And they have everything, including pictures and images. So, you know, I guess this is tough. I think it's very courageous for you guys to do this, and it's a heavy subject. So just be prepared for like super, you know, strong resistance from a lot of people, but this will be a real thing. It is inevitable, it will happen.
This is text-based exclusively?
That's what we're planning on for now. Once we get the app out more, we got a lot of interviews saying they're interested in voice AI replication, and that would be a potential that we could add.
I would honestly, I would do that right from the beginning.
Yeah.
You'll have voice capture, so you can actually do then voice AI replication later. I'm gonna be doing that. Actual speech recognition if you're talking to elderly or whatever, just record it, doing voice prompts and voice recording. It can transcribe that into text or whatever like that. I would almost want to make that part of the 1.0 version of this, just as an interface to your target data source.
And also,
for lack of a better
yeah,
word.
you're getting them to share their data. You're asking them to say, all right, answer these questions, because we're gonna feed this into the learning algorithm, the AI, right?
Yeah.
And that's just gonna learn how you talk in text-based. But our company is gonna be doing audio conversations and video conversations. And are you willing to provide that stuff now, right? It's almost like an insurance policy for your digital afterlife, right? So if you've got them willing to share their thoughts in writing, see how far they're willing to go now. You're gonna need to know where the market stands, where your customers are at, and then, you know, you guys are gonna be doing this. It's a big vision. So you gotta have an answer for where you're gonna be 5-10 years from now. Get all the data that you can.
Well, in the
That's what the value's
spirit,
at.
yeah, in the spirit of the MVP, offer all three options and learn, you know, text, audio only, and video.
Yeah.
And see where everybody's going, where your customers wanna go.
I think this is clearly like, you know, something that needs to be focused in, but you have this cohort that's older that doesn't trust, you know, online, social media, everything, but you're creating content that isn't personal. You're not, you know, they think someone's gonna steal from their Merrill Lynch account or do things like that, whereas this information isn't something that's going to like foster that fear. And then you got this younger subset of people your age that you may or may not know their grandparents well or all of that only does this. And so like now is a really good window of time, I think, for a lot of these products and everything to evolve. You've tapped into a very, you know, important problem. That's a real problem, and you know, you gotta focus on like what you're gonna collect in your MVP and, you know, zero in on an actual product.
I agree with my colleagues that this is a really big and very bold idea. Give you guys a lot of credit for biting this one off. The one question that I would have is, how will AI enhance the user experience? And what I would share with you is that our daughters had an assignment in high school to interview my parents and then make a story on it. So I think the second part of that was really where the value was. And it sounds to me like you're utilizing AI to do just that. Make a story about the comments. And I think that therein lies the benefit or the opportunity for you all. And I think that fleshing that out is gonna also really help bring this idea to life, first and foremost. And secondly, is I think it'll also help offset the single biggest issue that you have to overcome is to how is AI going to affect what I give you? And I think that when people know that it's used to help make a story out of their comments, then maybe the inhibitions of using it will come down. So that's just an idea that you guys might wanna
Well, to
run with.
to follow on that, I think that's a great, maybe even like you think about a questionnaire. Questionnaires aren't fun. Telling stories is fun.
Yeah,
Like maybe you frame it in terms of your, you know, and you could even front load ChatGPT. The ChatGPT prompt is like, you are an interviewer interviewing an elderly person and you want them to tell stories. So you could even have them start to do the ChatGPT, do the script to get them to talking, to tell the stories, to share the stories. And then that's all the source data that you have to actually fill in the persona too.
I think the framework for people understanding personality and character traits is like quite an established thing. If you go to like interview for Apple, Microsoft, whatever, they have very, they put a lot of money into asking questions to understand how people are, what they'll be like, everything about all their character attributes. So if you looked at those things and you put it into your target customers and you recorded them on video, you're getting everything that you need to put into the AI. Well, for a start anyway. And what if you gave your customers something like, look, we're doing this AI and our goal and our vision is to have a live real-time conversation. But one thing you get by signing up with us is actually a video that will be stored and saved for your descendants. It's of really them talking. And now you have their video, their audio, all the questions that are forming that digital afterlife persona, making it real. And you can go with it from there, but they're getting value right away, right? Like I do that, sure, I get, they'll have, it's almost like a will video, right? Like how many people make a video for their descendants and then like they watch, you know what I mean? Maybe it's just like spearheading that and getting people to take that journey and then saying, look, and there's more, that comes with that. If you want to continue, these are all the other things that we're doing.
The ask seemed reasonable, right?
Yeah, good.
280? That's it? All right,
281.
280 seems great.
yeah, thanks guys.